Okay, I'm back with another update to the Salesforce Developer 2 study series. This time I'm actually working on a custom validation or custom error that gets thrown on the UI. And we're actually using complex validation here, and which is the reason why I wanted to study it, because it's actually on the exam in some form or fashion. And today I actually did two different versions of the custom validation. The first one I'm going to show you is with an Apex trigger, and what's funny is there's a new way to do it, but I'll show that afterwards. But let's go ahead and take a look at the code. So I did bulkify this code, and basically it's a before update trigger on the case. We take the case IDs, add them to a set, and then we query. One of the funny things is I tried to use Copilot to help write this, and Copilot tried to add the cases to a set. So I had to make sure to specify to add the contact to a set, which obviously is a set of unique values in a data structure. And then we go ahead and query for the task associated with that contact. So if you look at the user story, basically we don't want to allow a case to be closed if that contact, the associated contact with the case, has any open task. And there could be a lot of reasons why that would happen, but this is just an example. So basically we just loop through the cases and we check and see if it's been updated, if it's closed, if it's updated to close, or if it's closed, and the task's size of the list for the task is greater than 0. If there are any open, then we just throw an error. So I will go ahead and, well, there's the flow. I'll show you the flow later, but for now we'll go ahead here. Now if we'll go ahead and take a look at this Scott test lead, we see an open task down here. The task is still open. Basically the status is not completed. So we'll go ahead and we'll attempt to close it. And as you see, item 2, because it's from the list view, it's showing item 2 has an error, cannot close case with open task. So let's go ahead to the case record and deactivate that trigger. Which is something you cannot do in production, but you can do in a developer org or sandbox. So now let's go ahead over here and activate the flow. Well, I'll show you the flow as well. The flow is very similar. I mean, basically, we want to make sure that there's a contact ID to even query, because sometimes there's a case without a contact ID. We go ahead and run a decision, and actually we do a get records, the same get records as in the trigger. We want to get the who ID that matches the contact ID of the case and where status is not completed. And then we do a decision where task is not null, meaning we found tasks that were associated that were incomplete. The status has been updated to close, or status is closed. Could be a closed case that had been opened up or edited. So, and the record status is changed. So we want to make sure that it's triggered on a change. And this is something I wasn't familiar with until today when I started this, but is basically you can create a custom error message, which obviously you can run complex validations. You can query other records and check for certain statuses before allowing a record to be closed. This could be great for salespeople, checking quotes and product values. great for orders, great for opportunities, leads, a lot of different things. So there's a lot of different ways that this can be done to kind of ensure data quality and and validate records with a more complex manner, rather than relying simply on either Apex or just a validation rule that doesn't really allow you to use any complexity outside of the existing record and certain related records. So I have a simple message here. You saw the logic that I used to create this. We deactivated the Apex trigger and activated this flow. So we'll go back over and we'll attempt to do the same thing. We'll attempt to close this case and we get the message. Context open task must be closed before closing date. So that's it. Just wanted to show you those two ways of using complex validation or complex error validation in order to ensure data quality. This is part of the Salesforce Developer 2 study series that I have on YouTube. And that's about it. Thank you for watching until the end, and you have a good day.